Hi everyone, in this video I am going to explain about the bits related to organic chemistry chapter. In last few videos I have explained about the synopsis related to this chapter. In this video we will discuss about the bits related to this. Okay, in that the first question is how many primary carbon atoms will be present in a simplest hydrocarbon. Okay, so in a simplest hydrocarbon we want to find out the primary carbon. They have given a clue that hydrocarbon is having two tertiary carbon atoms and one secondary carbon atom. So first you want to know what is primary carbon, secondary carbon and tertiary carbon. So primary carbon is a carbon where it is attached with only one another carbon. Okay, the carbon which is attached with only one another carbon is known as primary. Secondary means a carbon which in turn attached with two other carbons. Okay, if it is attached with the carbon attached with two other carbons is called secondary. Next, tertiary means a carbon which attached with three other carbon atoms. Okay, this is the central carbon which is attached with three other carbons, that is called tertiary. Next, quaternary. Quaternary means valency of carbon is 4. If a carbon is attached with 4 other carbon atoms, that is known as quaternary. Okay, so now we know primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. We want to find out number of primary carbon atoms in a hydrocarbon containing 2 tertiary carbons and 1 secondary carbon. First write down the structure of that simplest hydrocarbon. I am writing here CH3 bond C, CH3 bond CH2 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH3. Okay, now this is the simplest carbon containing 2 tertiary carbon atoms and 1 secondary carbon atom. What is primary? See here, this is the carbon which is attached with 1, 2, 3 carbons. So we can say it is a tertiary carbon. Okay, this is the carbon which in turn attached with 2 other carbons only. Then it is a secondary. Now this is the carbon which attached with 3 other carbons, so it is a tertiary carbon. Okay, now this is the carbon which attached directly with only one carbon, so we can say it is a primary. And even this is the carbon attached with only one another carbon, then again we can say it is a primary. Okay, and even 2 other side chains are there. We can also give primary, secondary for that. See, this is the carbon which is directly attached with only one another carbon. We can say it is a primary. Even this is attached with only one another carbon, so it is a primary. So this is the simplest hydrocarbon containing 2 tertiary carbon atoms and 1 secondary carbon. Now in this total number of primary carbons are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 primary carbons are present. So the answer is the second one. Understand? Now the formula CnH2n minus 2 shows CnH2n minus 2 is usually given for alkynes. Okay, alkynes are containing this kind of general formula. Alkanes are given by CnH2n plus 2. Okay. Next, CnH2n for the alkene, CnH2n minus 2 for the alkyne. So alkynes can show this kind of formula, and other type of compounds can also show this kind of general formula, that is alkadiene. Along with alkyne, alkadiene. Diene means containing 2 double bonds. If a compound containing 2 double bonds can also show the same type of general formula, that is CnH2n minus 2. So the answer is the fourth one. Okay, for the second one answer is 4. Next, see the third one. In a methane molecule, the hydrogen atom around 4 carbon atoms arranged as in tetrahedral manner. This is geometry. Okay, so geometry of the molecule is tetrahedral because it participates in sp3 hybridization. Whatever the compound which can participate in sp3 hybridization, that is said to have tetrahedral geometry. Okay, now see the next one. How many sigma and pi bonds are present in the given compound? Okay, write down that compound and count the number of sigma bonds and pi bonds. First write the structure. C, H, triple bond, C, bond, C, H. That H I am writing down to that. Okay, double bond, C, H. Again that H I am writing here. Single bond, CH3. For our convenience, I am separating all the 3 hydrogens. Okay, between carbon and hydrogen only single bond will be present. Understand? And this is the single bond. Here between carbon and hydrogen also single bond is present. As we know, if only one bond is there, that is compulsory sigma bond. If two bonds are present, if double bond is present, one is sigma, other one is the pi bond. If triple bond is present, one is sigma, the other two are pi bonds. If single bond is present, that is completely sigma bond. So based on that, we can find out the number of sigma and pi bonds present in this compound. See here, only single bond is there, so it is a sigma. And here triple bond is there, one is sigma and the other two are pi, that we will count later. This is sigma, and even this is single bond sigma. This is double bond, one is sigma, and between here sigma bond and here sigma bond, sigma, sigma and sigma is present. Now count the total number of sigma bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total number of sigma bonds present here are 10. Okay, now remaining bonds are pi bonds. Here 2 pi bonds and here 1 pi bond. 3 pi bonds are present. So total number of sigma and pi bonds present in this compound are 10 sigma and 3 pi. So answer is the second one. Okay, now see the next one. What hybrid orbitals will form in the following compound? Okay, they are given a compound. In that hybrid orbitals we have to find. Write down the structure. Okay, CH3 single bond, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH2 single bond, CH3. Okay, this is the compound what they have given. We know if single bond is present, that is sp3. If double bond is present, that is sp2 hybridized. If triple bond is present, that is sp hybridized. Okay, based on that we can easily write about its hybridizations. Understand? Now see, upon this carbon only single bond is there, so it is sp3. Okay, based on this carbon double bond is present, so it is sp2. And even it is with a double bond, here you may get a confusion. This side double bond and another side single bond, which we want to consider. If multiple bond is there, we have to consider only multiple bond. So this carbon is with double bond, it is containing sp2 hybridization. Here single bond, so sp3, and this is sp3. That means this compound is containing which type of hybrid orbitals? sp2 and sp3 hybrid orbitals. Okay, so the answer is the second one. Okay, now see the next one. In compound X, they didn't mention about the compound. Some X compound they have taken. In that X compound, all the bond angles are exactly 109 degrees 28 minutes. Okay, then that compound is containing tetrahedral compound, and that is carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Okay, that means around the carbon atom, all the 4 chlorine atoms are attached in the same bond angle, that is tetrahedral. So this is the tetrahedral bond angle of carbon tetrachloride. That means among the given compounds, chloroform contains CCl3, carbon tetrachloride CCl4, all the 4 equally arranged. Chloromethane, this is 1 chlorine and 3 hydrogens, there will be some repulsions. Iodoform, 1 iodine and 3 hydrogens, again there is some repulsions are arranged, they do not maintain this bond. Okay, so now this bond angle is present in carbon tetrachloride, so the answer is second one. Okay, now see the next bit. The correct decreasing order priority for the functional groups. I have already given you the priority order for the functional group. So when we want to use this, whenever you are going to give a IUPAC name for any compound, so if it is containing more than one functional group, then we have to consider only one as major functional group or principal functional group. The others becomes the substituents. Okay, in that case, if you want to find out which is functional group, major functional group or principal functional group, then we want to go through their priority order. Okay, so in that the priority order is containing the first group as COOH. Okay, the first preference is given for COOH, followed by sulfonic acid, followed by amide, then aldehyde. Okay, that means among all which is containing highest priority, acid. Okay, followed by sulfonic acid, amide and aldehyde. So the answer is the second one. Okay, now see about the next compound. So here they have given a compound, you need to write about its name. Okay, IUPAC name we want to write down. So always remember, while writing a IUPAC name, first you have to select a parent chain which covers the functional group or substituents. Okay, so that I am taking this as parent chain. This covers 2 amines present on that. Okay, now give the numbering. So this is first one, second one and third one. Now at second carbon 2 methyl substituents are present. Always we have to write it as a prefix. That means first we want to represent that. At second position these 2 are present, then it is 2, 2. On the same carbon 2 groups are present. Both are same. So write dimethyl, 2, 2 dimethyl, and write down its word root. With 3 carbon atoms, its word root is propane. 2, 2 dimethyl propane. At first and third carbon amine groups are present. 1, 3 diamine. Okay, 1, 3 diamine. 2, 2 dimethyl propane, 1, 3 diamine. So the answer is the third one. Okay, 2, 2 dimethyl propane diamine 1, 3 or 1, 3 diamine, both are same. So the answer is the third one. Okay, now we'll see the next bit. See the ninth one. So again here they have given a question, we need to find out the IUPAC name. So here also again we want to select a parent chain which covers the substituent or functional group. Here functional group is isocyanide. If CN is present, okay, if CN is present, that is called cyanide. If NC is present, that is called isocyanide, or we can also call it as isonitrile. Isocyanide or isonitrile. Understand? Now based on that we want to give its name. First select the parent chain. Right? I am writing the compound here to our convenience. CH3 bond CH bond CH2 bond N triple bond C. CH2 bond CH2 bond N triple bond C. Now select the parent chain. I am taking this as parent chain because these 2 carbons are containing the functional group. If you take this, these 2 will be covered in the parent chain. Now this is the substituent. Give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, or else we can also give from here. Again it will get the same first and fourth positions. Okay, now substituent is located at which carbon? Second carbon. Write its name 2-methyl. Next, parent chain carbons. How many are there? 4. So it is butane. Okay, 2-methyl butane. 1, 4. Okay, at first and fourth positions isonitriles are present. 1, 4 di. Why we have to take di? Due to containing 2 functional groups. Di isonitrile. That's it. 2-methyl butane 1, 4 diisonitrile. So what is the answer? Answer is first one, 2-methyl butane diisonitrile 1, 4. Either we can write that number here or there, that's not a problem. Okay, now see the 10th question. So here again they have given a cyclic structure. For that we want to write the IUPAC name. First write that cyclic structure. Okay, double bond they have given here and OH functional group here, double bond O here. Okay, this is the compound what they have given. Now give the numbering. Okay, for ketone, here ketone is the functional group. So we have to give first preference for this ketone carbon. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now substituent is located at fourth carbon. Double bond is located at second carbon. What is this? This is the cyclohexene. Okay, why it is cyclohexene? Hex indicates 6 carbon atoms present in the cyclic ring, and due to containing a double bond, its suffix is said to be hexene. Okay, cyclo. It is in cyclic ring, so we have to use the primary prefix, that is cyclo. Cyclohexene, and containing a double bond of ketone, cyclohexenone. Now at the fourth position substituent is present. First write the substituent as prefix, that is 4-hydroxy. Okay, OH if it is there, that is taken as a substituent as prefix, 4-hydroxy cyclohexene. hex 2-ene. Why it is 2-ene? At second position double bond is present, so it is 2-ene. At first position ketone is present, 1 bone. We can write like this: 4-hydroxy cyclohex 2-ene 1 bone. That is the answer. So the answer is first one, 4-hydroxy cyclohex 2-ene 1 bone. Okay. Now we'll see the next one. See, again here we want to write the IUPAC name for the given question. First write down the question. They have given in the bondine structure. Write as it is. CO2. We can also write it as COOH. Here NH2. And here double bond. Okay. For this we want to write its name. Understand? First First we have to give the names, numbering for the parent chain. Give numbering for the parent chain. This is the functional group carbon. It will get the first position. And this is second, third, fourth, fifth. On parent chain totally 5 carbons are there. At second position substituent is present. That is amino substituent. At third position double bond is present. Here you may get another doubt. Even double bond is present at fourth position. Why don't we take 4? Okay, if the double bond is sharing between 2, 3 and 4th positions, always we have to take the lowest number while writing its name. Okay. Now at second carbon amine is present. So 2 amino. Okay, if it is substituent we have to take it as amino, and 5 carbons are present as parent chain. 2 amino pent 3-ene. Okay, at third position double bond is present. Pent 3-ene 1-oic acid. Why oic acid? That is the suffix for the functional group acid. So 1-oic acid. Why 1? At first position carboxylic group is present, so it is 1-oic acid. Okay, that is about this compound name. 2 amino pent 3-ene 1-oic acid. In the given options, what is that? Here 7 is by mistake, it is printed. Okay, 2 amino pent 3-ene 1-oic acid. So the answer is second one. Okay, next 12th one. For that again we want to write the IUPAC name. Write down the structure. 12th one. Okay, it will become easy if you write in another paper. CH double bond O. Okay, attached with CH2 bond CH bond CHO bond C double bond O H. Okay, for this we want to write the name. First select the parent chain. See, before selecting a parent chain, first see what is the functional group. CHO. CHO is a aldehydic functional group. Totally 3 aldehydic functional groups are present. There is no chance to select all the functional group included into the parent chain. Okay, all the 3 we cannot include into the parent chain. Okay, so that select the parent chain as many as possible which covers the parent chain. If you take this as parent chain, at least it covers 2 functional aldehydic group, 2 aldehydic functional groups. Okay. So another one becomes the substituent which is not included into the parent chain. Now give the numbering. Either we can start from here or we can start from here. But now I am starting only from here because substituent should get the lowest number. So that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 carbons are the parent present on the parent chain. Okay. Second carbon is containing the functional group as substituent, that is CHO. If CHO is present as a substituent, what is its prefix? That is formyl. Now at second position the substituent is present, so it is 2-formyl. Okay, 2-formyl. 4 carbons are there, so butane. At first and fourth position aldehydic groups are present, 1, 2 di. Why di 2 are present? So that we have to take the multiplex, that is multiplier, that is di. Okay, 2 aldehydic groups are there. For aldehydic group, what is the suffix? Al. So here you have to write Al. Okay, 2-formyl. Why here we didn't take Al, because it is not included into the parent chain, so it becomes a substituent. So we have to write it as 2-formyl butane 1,2 diol. So what is the answer? This is 2-formyl butane diol, or 1,2, it is 1,4 diol. Okay, they didn't mention the number, but it is the answer. Understand? Now we'll move on to the next bit. This I am giving for you homework. You just try to do this 13th question as homework. Again, it is a IUPAC name. Okay, easily you can write. We'll see for this. This is a cyclic ring which is containing a benzene. So benzene ring comes under the aromatic compound. For that we'll see how to write its IUPAC name. Okay, first write the structure in a paper. I am taking that structure here. 3 double bonds are present. CH double bond O, we can also write it as CHO simply, and CN. In a priority order, which comes the first? Okay, always nitrile will comes the first in a priority order. So this is the major functional group and this becomes the substituent. Okay, now this carbon should be given the first position, and second position, third position. Okay, 4, 5, 6. At third position substituent is present, so it is 3-aldo, or we can also write it as 3-formyl, it's not a problem. 3-aldo benzene, okay, cyanide. So but here we have to write it as carbonitrile, because this carbon is not included into the parent chain. So carbonitrile, we have to write its name as carbonitrile. That's it. This is the IUPAC name. So the answer is the first one, 3-aldo benzene carbonitrile. Now see the next one. For 15th one, how to write the name, that we'll see now. First write the structure. I am writing its structure here. Chlorine they have mentioned here, NO2 they have mentioned here, and CH3 they have mentioned here. All the three are just a substituent. No one in the given compound can act as a functional group. All are substituents. So round off all the substituents. Now give the numbering for the carbon containing substituents. This is the first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Remember, you should not give the numbering from this side. Okay, then it will become the highest numbers. So always the substituent containing the carbon should get the lowest numbers. I have taken this side. Understand? Chlorine first carbon first position, nitro group is at the second position, and at fourth position methyl group is located. Understand? Now it is according to alphabetical order we have to write. Chlorine starts with C, nitro starts with N, methyl starts with M. Which comes first? C. Next M, next N. First 1 chloro, okay, 1 chloro, and next M, 4 methyl, 2 nitro benzene. Okay, this is the name for the given compound. 1 chloro, 4 methyl, 2 nitro benzene. Though the nitro group is located at second position, we should not mention after this, because this name should be according to alphabetical order. First letters always we have to consider. Arrange them in the alphabetical order. So answer is 1 chloro, okay, 4 methyl, 2 nitro benzene. Answer is the second one.